Back to Amazon's big announcement this morning, the company narrowing its list of finalists for its second headquarters to 20 cities, including Newark, New Jersey. Joining us this morning is the mayor of Newark, Ras Baraka. Mr. Mayor, it's great to have you with us. Congratulations on making the cut.
Thank you. Thanks for having me this morning.
When you're honest, did you expect to make the cut?
Well, actually, yes. I think that Newark is, right for Amazon. We've been saying that for the longest. I was telling everybody that we have a great chance at this opportunity, and it came true. So we're excited about it here in the city of Newark. Still elated by the news.
Can you tell us a little bit about the process? Have they contacted you directly? Has there been any back and forth? What was it other than the submission of your application?
Well, simply, that was it. We submitted our application. We, advertised as much as we could on our side about our desire to have Amazon in our region and in the city of Newark. We did that, and they responded based on that. But we had no one-on-one contact. No one came here. We didn't go there. So we're waiting for the next iteration after this.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, what are your expectations now in the process, given it's going to be quite a few months before we find the winner, so to speak? What are you going to be required to do? Do you know?
No, they haven't given us any details yet. I mean, I can imagine they may want to see the actual sites, to have a team out here, or us go out there, or have some kind of back and forth, or some kind of process to narrow it down. But we're just excited to be in the top 20. We feel like we made it to the Super Bowl. Now we need to play.
Tell me, what is Newark's biggest asset when you're advertising to Amazon?
One is we have over 20 miles of dark fiber underground here in the city that they can attach themselves to immediately. That's controlled directly by the city. We have 60,000 college students here. We have the second largest seaport in the nation, and one of the busiest airports in the region, so international airport. We have incredible assets for Amazon, and we're just waiting for them to come.
Mr. Mayor, how did you find out about today's news?
The New York Times and Senator Booker. Senator Booker sent me a text this morning, and we spoke by text, and I looked at the Times and you saw the actual article after Senator Booker reached out to me.
Yeah, the announcement, I think, was very plain. No direct hints to any of the cities. What do you say to residents in Newark and in any of these other 19 cities who say, I'm not enthusiastic about the way this could change the character of my city, the traffic patterns in my city, the housing availability? Should everybody be enthusiastic about this or not?
Sure. I think these are challenges that come with great opportunity. With every opportunity come challenges. And I think it's important for us to begin thinking about how the city possibly could change for the better because of Amazon's presence, and prepare ourselves at this very moment in terms of what that means for our residents, in terms of housing and traffic, transportation infrastructure. All these things are important because, yes, Amazon and 50,000 jobs and the billions of investment is going to change the city. That's why everybody's going after it. So we have to think now to prepare ourselves for that change and make it a positive one.
There have been complaints in San Francisco like crazy, and to a lesser degree, but now starting in Seattle as well, that because of the presence of an Amazon, because of the presence of Apple near San Francisco, that it just becomes too expensive for people who used to live there, who've lived there all their lives, to stay there. There have been big protests in San Francisco, for example. How do you manage that if it happens to you?
We've already begun. We passed an inclusionary zoning ordinance months ago that would require, any developer in the city, whether they're building new houses or refurbishing old buildings, that they have to put in a specific amount of affordable housing in their units based on the area median income. We put caveats where they have to invest in other parts of the city to make sure that the area that is not invested in have some investment in it as well. We've already put together an inclusionary development committee where people are going to sit on, both private and public, to talk about how to mitigate those kind of factors. And we've begun doing that already. So we're preparing ourselves for bringing Amazon here.
So I hear all that, and that sounds great on the one hand when you're trying to manage all those things that I talked about that, for example, San Francisco is dealing with. But at the same time, those are constraints on how companies can invest. They can actually turn off a company who says, gosh, look at all these rules about how I'm going to have to do this, that, and the other thing. And then you end up shortchanging yourself. How do you manage that trade-off?
Well, the actual rules that we're putting in place are for the ancillary development, people that come after that. Because people are going to, residential housing will pop up, commercial development will take place because Amazon's presence is there. And so when those people come, you have to have rules for them. When they come, if you want to build new residents, you want to build condos, you want to build all this housing, you have to have affordable housing units in it. Commercial development comes, we have to have opportunities to maintain the character.
Did you offer Amazon tax breaks? Did you offer them any tax breaks?
Yeah, the state definitely offered them tax breaks, and the comptroller's office has already measured that the breaks that they offered, the return on investment is going to be greater than what the investment is to Amazon in terms of the breaks. Absolutely.
Last question, Mayor. I'm sure you've seen the other cities on the list. I mean, there's some fierce competitors, including New York and Pittsburgh and Washington, D.C. Who do you think is your fiercest competition?
Well, I wish everybody luck, honestly, but I believe that Newark is the only place Amazon should be. I think it makes sense economically for them, and honestly, you know, I think it's a way for Bezos to tell a story that he needs to tell about how to shape an American city in this particular time that we live in today.
Well, if you get it, you got to come back first.
In person.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got my word on that.
All right.
Mr. Mayor, thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Ras Baraka, Mayor of Newark, New Jersey, on the list of finalists for Amazon's HQ2.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.